कविभिरीडितं कलशापहं श्रवणमङ्गलम् श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः. So, Sri Ramakrishna is explaining the state of a person after having realized God. After having realized God, it doesn't end with the vision of God. It wants to see various aspects of God in repeated way. Finishes. After that he speaks to Shivnath, I like to see you. How can I live unless I see pure souled devotees? I feel as if they had been my friends in a former incarnation. That is, Sri Ramakrishna is, see, whatever we are, we try to be in the company of those who are of our nature. Thieves move together, drunkards move together, players move together, students move together. They belong to the same flock. And we see the varieties of things in this world. Similarly, the pure souled ones want to be with devotees, want to be in devotees. Spiritual beings want to be in spiritual awareness, spiritual consciousness, to be one with each other. Like that, when God incarnates, when God comes down, He wants to see that He cannot live, He cannot continue. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, after realizing God, a person wants to live in the company of devotees who speak day and night about God. So the purity attracts purity and sustains. It can sustain through the purity alone. So here Sri Ramakrishna says, how can I live unless I see pure souled devotees? I feel as if they had been my friends in the former incarnation. Means, see what happens if we find confidence in some people, we confide, I am able to express all my feelings to someone. I feel we have been coming down lives after lives, because I don't hide anything. I have nothing to hide anything from. I want to be open, completely one with that person. That oneness that in one life we may not be able to come so close to each other. Or maybe that we are flowing lives after lives together. That's why this intimacy, that's why this openness. There is no hide and seek game. There is nothing, I don't feel shy. I don't feel any limitation to be free. I am open to a person. That means I am passing through the person, lives after lives. Actually, we express this word. We have been together for lives after lives, perhaps. A Brahmo devotee. You must have been my friends in former incarnation. Brahmo devotee is asking, Sir, do you believe in the incarnation of the soul? Master, yes. They say there is something like that. How can we understand the ways of God through our small intellects? Many people have spoken about reincarnation. Therefore, I can't disbelieve it. As Bhishma lay on the dying on the bed of arrows, the Pandava brothers and Sri Krishna stood around him. They saw tears flowing from the eyes of the great hero. Arjuna said to Krishna, Friend, how surprising it is. Even such a man as our grandsire Bhishma, truthful, self restrained, supremely wise, and one of the 8 Vasus, weeps through Maya at the hour of death. Sri Krishna asked Bhishma about it. Bhishma replied, O Krishna, you know very well that this is not the cause of my grief. I am thinking that there is no end to the Pandava's suffering, though God Himself is their charioteer. A thought like this makes me feel that I have understood nothing of ways of God, so I weep. This is what Bhishma said to Sri Krishna. I could not understand anything. The more we become learned, more we become educated, more we gain the knowledge, we see there is a transformation of ours because we are entering into a field where there is no end. It is endless, endless. Knowledge has no end. As you go, more and more knowledge. So you feel, oh, I don't know anything. When you enter the ocean, when you see from a small hole at the ocean of the knowledge, you feel, I know everything. So when the wisdom dawns, then we see. See, there is, when we reading books, seeing certain objects, we gain knowledge. Reading books, we get knowledge. From hearing we get knowledge. All these knowledges that we gain is nothing but what we call bookish knowledge. But there are certain knowledge you experience and get the knowledge. Suppose you see a person fallen in the street, a vehicle has run over his hand, he is rolling in pain. Do you understand what is that pain? The moment you see, you are helpless, you are also weeping. This is the knowledge, expression of the knowledge through heart. When heart feels, sometime I have known what that pain is at a very small level. Once while hammering, I hit my own finger. That made me to understand what pain is. Then I imagine when I see a person's over the hand, a vehicle has run over, it has crushed. Oh, for a small hammer touching, my pain was unbearable. What a pain could it be? Now this small knowledge of hitting on the finger, I understand. This knowledge is knowledge of the heart. This is real knowledge. Bookish knowledge will not come in time of need. This knowledge of the heart immediately responds to us. In times of need, it is not bookish knowledge which is not going to help. It will fly away, it will disappear. The knowledge of heart comes. If this knowledge of heart, if it is converted into if it helps my evolution to divinehood. There is animalhood, humanhood and divinehood in us. From animalhood, if it makes me evolve towards divinehood, then this knowledge which is making me evolve towards my divinehood, we call it wisdom. Wisdom. Bookish knowledge, knowledge of the heart, real knowledge, and knowledge, wisdom. The knowledge has got converted into wisdom. Now, this is all still external knowledge. There is a knowledge which intuitively comes from the within. This knowledge gives the knowledge of Atman. I try to remove all the coverings of my existence. Finally I see, I shut down my mind, I shut down my body. One by one I shut down. And finally I see the glory of within shining forth. I know who am I, independent of body, independent of mind, independent of intellect, all layers independent of senses. I know my knowledge. What am I? The knowledge comes from within. And this knowledge is spiritual knowledge. The spiritual knowledge is the ultimate knowledge which releases the soul from the bonds of nature, from all sufferings and bindings forever. This knowledge, the spiritual knowledge which emerges out intuitively from within, this is spiritual knowledge, makes me see divine everywhere. Wherever I see divine. After I get the spiritual knowledge, I see divine. I was seeing a world of, multifarious world of varieties of matter. I was seeing bodies of the living beings. Now I see the divine in the bodily existence. I see divine in every object of this world. This is spiritual knowledge. Sri Ramakrishna is now telling this knowledge. After getting this knowledge, he says, I do not know anything. The ways of God. So, now you see how he begins. He has no doubt he is the creator of he sees perpetually Jiva going from one body to another body. He has made all these arrangements for Jiva to go back to the source. And he is expressing in a way, you see, he wants to make the knower so humble. He himself expresses as if he doesn't know anything. Many times I see those who know everything don't expose at all. Like a child, they will be seeing, standing and witnessing. As if he doesn't know anything. The question was, Sir, do you believe in incarnation of the soul? Master, yes, they say there is something like that. How he begins, you see. As if he doesn't know, he too is a believer. He doesn't say, yes, there is. At other times, he tells, is there, he says, even if a single desire exists at the time of death unresolved, that will be the cause of next birth. You have to, he says, Sandesh, eating a sweet meat, all other desires are eliminated. One desire, single desire to eat sweet meat remains. He has to take a human birth and eat that Sandesh and end there. So, single desire. He says, but here he is expressing as if he doesn't know. Because this is the sign of Purna Jnana. They always tell in most humblest way. They come down. You see, the Indian way, I was telling, the Indian way is the Guru doesn't teach the disciple, nor disciple learns from the Guru. They walk together. The Guru, as if he doesn't know anything, like a wrestler, teacher, teaching wrestling to his disciple. He comes down to the lowest level of calling him and asking him to push him. And as if the disciple's power is more, he's going back. To give the confidence, to give strength, to make him, then little by little, he gives a small opponent who is just 1 month elder in wrestling than the newcomer. They wrestle with each other. They have seen wrestling. When this person picks up a little techniques and strength to oppose, he will give a little more stronger person to wrestle with him. He can wrestle with him, then he gives a little more stronger person. Goes on increasing. Finally, Guru meets the disciple directly. There also, many times, Guru pretends to have got defeated by the disciple. In our Indian system, especially the Hinduism, the Guru comes down. Guru stands always at the topmost rung of the ladder. There is where everyone has to climb on the roof. Ultimately, there is ladder. And Guru is from the top, he is looking, waiting for the disciple to come. He is standing on the topmost rung of the ladder. He sees the disciple arriving at the lowest rung and waiting there. Guru comes down to the disciple, receives him. Guru comes down to the lowest rung to receive the disciple and then takes him into confidence, gives lot of courage, strength, appreciates, makes so many things, makes opportunities for him to feel comfortable. Then says, yes, come, we have to climb there. We'll walk together. We grow together. We progress together. We reach together. As if they are equals searching for the reality. They go together. In the same, how slow the disciple walks, so slow the Guru walks. Guru doesn't go ahead. He moves with the disciple. When a Guru goes to disciple, we see when disciple comes to Guru, the first thing, the Guru begins his lessons with a prayer. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahai. What a beautiful prayer you see. Sahana Bhavatu. May the divine providence protect us together. Sahana Bhunaktu. May him nourished us together. Sahaviryam karavavai. Let us put all our strength and vigor together to reach the ultimate goal. Tejasvinavadhita mastu. Let our brilliance, our brilliance, we become brilliant. Our brilliance, with brilliance, let us move towards the enlightenment. Tejasvina avadhitamastu. We may reach the goal. We may reach enlightenment. Ma vidvishavai. May we never part from being together. May we never part from being together. Together we are moving together because of hostility. I like this hostility. What a beautiful prayer. They walk together. The disciple and Guru walk together. Like that, Sri Ramakrishna, we see him here, getting down to the lowest rung as if he doesn't know anything and is expressing, "Sir, do you believe in incarnation?" Yes. They say, "Sir, there is something like that. There is something like incarnation, reincarnation." Incarnation here means taking birth again. Many people have spoken of reincarnation, punarjanma. Many people have spoken about the punarjanma. Therefore, I believe in it. There also it doesn't show that yes, it is truth. As Bhishma lying down says, the last word of the Bhishma is, "O Krishna, you know very well that this is not the cause of my grief. I am thinking that there is no end to the Pandavas' suffering, though God Himself is their charioteer." One who is leading them everywhere, guiding them, is their charioteer. I thought like this. A thought like this makes me feel that I have understood nothing of the ways of God. So I could not understand. God leading a person, he is suffering. I could not understand anything. So here we see Lord trying to express Himself. It was about 8:30 when the evening worship began in the prayer hall. All temples, there will be morning services, noon services, timely services, and last the evening services, then the final closing services. So, evening worship began in the prayer hall. Soon the moon rose in autumn sky and flooded the trees and creepers of the garden with its light. On the Purnima day, it will be when I was in Himalayas, I would never miss the nights, whether it was Amavasya or Purnima. All the days, as soon as it is evening from sunset, I would be almost outside to see viewing the beauty of the nature. Even now, at night, when I was in Sharda Foundation, nowadays, when there is no rain now, rainy season, before the rainy season, every night after the food, we go to the Holy Mother's rock. The rock alone is formed. It is on the highest portion of the Sharda Foundation. And there we sit. No talks, nothing. The nature is absolutely silent. All round on the Purnima day, it looks like a dream world. Every tree is illumined by such a beautiful light, a light that is not harsh, that gives pleasant feelings. It is like a dream world, dream flowers, dream leaves, dream fragrance everywhere. So this wonderful sight is describing. After the prayer, the devotees began to sing. The whole thing was outside was because now here everywhere in the world we have electric light. It gives lot of light. That natural light of the world is missed. How the moon stage by stage becomes Purna Chandra on full moon day and again decreases to new moon day. We miss that. Now in Sharda Foundation, we go there and see at the sky. Every star is twinkling in grand brightness. There, it is autumn, no clouds. All clouds have disappeared. Clear, crystal clear night. No cloud and all stars are shining. The moon, queen among the stars, is also there, illumining the earth. So how it would be, you can imagine. And there are inside the house, there are small lamps. There is no electric bulbs. Here and there small, in the whole of prayer hall, there will be 4 lamps burning in the corners. In shrine, there are lamps to illumine the image, small oil lamps. Electricity has not yet come in those days. Just it has begun experimenting in the lab. So the outside, like inside night and outside bright. You can see the whole thing sitting inside the room. And it is there, they all are started singing now. After the prayer, the devotees began to sing. Sri Ramakrishna was dancing, intoxicated in God's love. How beautiful you see. In God's love, in ecstatic love of God, one forgets everything. Excessive joy from within makes him dance. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrutavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamidhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.